it's me from Aalto University as well as Natalia Moreira. So, the topic is implementing a circular ecosystem from post-consumer textile waste, and this is a case study for new cotton project. So, our research presents a case study for the process of development of an apparent market through the use of circular ecosystem, analyzing the current hurdles faced when scaling a lab-scale innovation to a commercial scale. The paper is a case study on the New Cotton project, which is an European Union-funded project, which focused on the development of a circular ecosystem for the commercial production of a cellulose-based fabric produced using post-consumer textile waste, which should lead the industry towards transition to a circular economy. Considering the disposal of textile products alongside the importance of the transition to a circular economy, we are led to consider feasible manners of implementing a functional system which positively responds to this problem. This is where circular ecosystem appears. An ecosystem represents the exchanges between actors. In addition to the circular economy, it represents a holistic means of implementing set transition where a group of companies work together in symbiosis to achieve a balanced exchange of products and activities within economic and industrial structures. Grounded on material, knowledge, or value flow, circular ecosystem works by integrating theoretical knowledge to empirical insights that were gained through analysis and comparison of diverse multi-actor collaboration within the circular economy. By independently connecting mutually beneficial partners to ecosystem activities, a circular ecosystem promotes circular business models which benefit several companies and ensures the stability of the exchanges in long term. So dealing with post-consumer textile waste and using it in a new product's life cycle by replacing the uses of conventional raw materials is the main objective of the Infinity Fiber company, who is leading the New Cotton project. The New Cotton project was established with the main objective of identifying and highlighting key actions, opportunities, barriers, and implications for the implementation technology which absorbs post-consumer textile waste and produces new fibers with similar characteristics to those of cotton. In the New Cotton project, closed-loop recycling, which means fiber-to-fiber recycling, and upcycling textile waste to high-quality fibers are under the investigation. And following the practical implications throughout the circular ecosystem, new understanding of textile circularity will be produced in this project. The New Cotton project was formed by 12 partners, and the project runs in 2020 to 2024. So we basically have still 5 months left for the project. So 2 international fashion brands, 3 industrial partners, the innovation and intellectual property holder, which is the Infinity Fiber company, 4 knowledge and research practitioners, a post-consumer sorting company were involved in this project, and also the supply chain actors of a fashion company. So we were all other actors from the supply chain were included in New Cotton project. So the consortium members act in such way to allow the confrontation of the barriers to the implementation of a circular economy, confronting cultural behaviors, consumer markets, needs and expectations, the feasibility of the available technology and the legislation in place. Considering the value chain distribution, the Adidas and the H&M group were brands selected due to the agreement to use Infinity Fiber company fiber in their collections, using the small Innovafil for the yarn production, the medium-sized Textina for woven and digitally printed fabrics, and the large Turkish Kipas for the manufacture and dyeing of the denim. Frankenhuis maps and provides stable stream of post-consumer textile waste, while Infinity Fiber company Axam transformed the material into new fibers. This new fiber is called Infinna. Finally, the service providers connect to the consortium web availability and potential new streams of post-consumer textiles waste. Researching the implementation of the circular ecosystem, that was actually our responsibility at the university, and carrying out a life cycle assessment and the research to Ecotext certification of the Infinna products. Moreover, the aim is to share the learnings from the project to EU policymakers and accordingly influence to the new EU's textile strategy, which is currently under construction. So, circular economy describes an economic system that is based on business models which replace the end-of-life concept with reducing, altering, reusing, recycling, and recovering material in production, distribution, and consumption processes. Just operating at the micro level, where actually these products, companies, and consumers. Meso level, where normally we are defining eco-industrial parks in there, and the macro level, which means city, to accomplish sustainable development, which implies creating environmental quality, economic prosperity, and social equity to the benefit of current and future generations. So we decided to analyze the case through these three different levels. So the multi-level perspective is an important tool for sustainable transition, especially towards circularity, as it uses a systemic approach to innovative technologies encompassing production, diffusion, and use of technology. So the macro and meso influence levels are the systems which move the industry as a whole, governments and rules to which the ecosystem must obey, infrastructure which enables textiles circularity, the workers' education, training, as well as the overall market acceptance, which means consumers, competitors, and suppliers. And these two levels present the scenario where the micro level is positioned. Just micro level developments are encouraged as micro change at actionable level, protected in a short incubation room. So this multi-level perspective supports this research approach on the implementation of a textile circular ecosystem. Just data collection and results are divided by influence levels, these three different levels. So, first discuss a little bit about the meso level. So traditionally in a linear production, there could be a little communication between the partners besides quality and delivery schedules. However, in an ecosystem, the partners will work together not only to produce the main product, which in our case was the fiber, and the products made from this new fiber, but also other byproducts within its production and that of other materials. In this case, also expanding from the concept of industrial symbiosis, which proposes the consumption of industrial output within that industrial areas. And normally, actually, when we talk about ecosystem, it's really close by industry who are collaborating together, even very often in industry parks. But the new cotton ecosystem has weaker geographic attachment, an important asset for the research industry. The partners are located mainly in the Netherlands and Finland, but are distributed between 6 other countries, which means the consideration regarding the activities require stronger and universal understanding of each other's activities, those directly and indirectly related to in Finland. So the idea of developing an ecosystem using an actual market players is quite new and requires a considerable amount of data sharing, which in turn also requires transparency within the ecosystem. Just the first main challenge was to ensure all the partners understood the needs of a circular product and how they could participate in the problem resolution. Throughout the process, it was clear that kind of open need to happen while moving towards the circular ecosystem. Important new information is coming from the waste collectors and sorters, and this new information is needed to be able to construct closed-loop textile recycling. So the micro level, then, yes. then links to this new fibers. So the New Cotton Project proposes the analysis of a commercial scale ecosystem based on the innovative technology for textile waste upcycling as seen with envisioned fiber. The project is focused on the functionality of the ecosystem, which consumes virgin material normally, and instead uses cellulose composed post-consumer textile waste. So the production of envisioned starts by the separation of post-consumer feedstock, consuming exclusively material with high cotton content, which is separated by color and stream, just ensuring the consistence of the pre-treatment removed. Once the fibers are exclusively cotton, retraceable urea is added and the material undergoes the carbonation process, a chemical manipulation which reconfigures the structure of the organic compounds and really produces high quality, durable new yarn again. So differently from cotton, envisioned can be produced without the addition of harmful substances like pesticides or huge water consumption. It has value to the textile doomed to be either burned or sent to landfills, which also means it reduces the amount of waste discarded by the consumers as well as the industry. The partners composing the New Cotton Project formed the ideal consortium, allowing to expand the analysis of efficiency and co-innovation, crucial for the establishment of the innovative method of cellulose carbamate production within an ecosystem environment. Legislation and the Culture Act on a higher level in order to motivate of the circular ecosystemic practices. The market, integrated by the brand in the consortium, provide a realistic overview of the business and economic aspect of the project, assessing the feasibility and accessibility of the final product. Finally, shared learnings and its documentation are presented as a tools against the cultural barrier, which tend to be hard to break as it involves a behavioral nuisances. And as can be seen in this table, the circularity indicators affect the assessment of the new implementation by ensuring a universal level of understanding by measurable characteristics. Combined with the confrontation of the barriers and the key stakeholders, the summary of learnings illustrates the set of guidelines to be followed to implement functional circular ecosystems. The transition to circular practices and the transformation into circular represented by the European Union and potential solution to the sustainability crisis actually are proposed that both the circular economy and circular ecosystems are actually the solutions for the current unsustainability practices in textile and fashion field. So our study actually proposed one implementation framework to assist interested stakeholders on assessing the implementation of the practices towards textile circularity, especially through this ecosystem approach. And here's one example, the outcome, which actually are released already a year ago. So Adidas made capsulate collections from these materials, which were actually released already a year ago. So, and right now they are then collecting consumer feedback about these fibers and the fibers use. Now when consumers has been using them a bit longer time. So the idea is that, well, they collect information from the consumers and then give back that to the